Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash. The honors of the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth, sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this, hit the news about a week ago. You know, it says, we were experimented on. Victims of secret Cold War testing in St. Louis demand compensation. As Congress considers payments for Cold War era nuclear contamination in St. Louis, people targeted for secret government testing believe they're due money too. You know, here it is. You know, Esau's things are starting to really hit the news and the fan and stuff. We have the internet is pumping. You know, you could look up these things. You could just throw keywords in and they'll go right to a whole nother story. You could be on the internet for days looking up just different things and things that Esau has done to us, man. You know, bad. You know, these awful things that he has done to us. He's tried to hide for some time. You know, Esau in his mind will just try to tell you the only thing he did bad was put you in slavery. You know, but no, we have a whole list of atrocities that he's done. You know, slavery was one thing. The transatlantic slave coming from over from Africa, the west coast of Africa over here, that was a trial of itself. Then being bought here in this cold ass place, cold weather, the food we don't eat, you know, not speaking English, you know, that's another part. Then they freed us, and then they started hunting us when they freed us. When we were freed, so-called free, when slavery was over with, so-called, you know, they allowed us to go to these different states, and guess what? We were hunted, you know. So when we were, it was safe, damn near safe for us to be kept in slavery because we were a part of masters' livestock, so to speak. You know, you're not gonna just go off and kill your livestock, but once your livestock is free and you just roam the land, you can go hunt them as you want to. They came out with hunter license and all this different things to try to put us back in jail and put us back in bondage, man. You know, but here it is where our people, you know, they still want to go to our enemy for everything. You know, they want to. He tried to poison them and kill them, so they want to get compensated with money. You know, these people, our people are sick, man. You know, and they don't even acknowledge that, man. You know, but the scriptures speak about that, man. You know, laden with iniquity, man. You know. They have the Stockholm syndrome. Look at these brothers here, man. This brother's Chester Deans and Ben Phillips. You know, there was this prudent. I can't even pronounce it. It was a project down there in St. Louis. They said this was like one of the biggest projects in the U.S. You know how far it stretched and how high it went up. You know, and even that's a story in itself because they said that the project was the paint and everything inside of it was poisoning the people, man. So Jake ain't been nothing but one big experiment here in Babylon. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a short destruction. You know? Once again, going back to this housing thing, that's a whole nother video in itself, but I'm going to just speak on it real fast. That they found out that later on that the paint in the housing thing was all poison. It was full of lead. You know, they had all sorts of ways. Not only that, you know, the crab effect barrel with Jake coming in, you know, with people all hanging out of the project and the crab barrel go hand in hand. You know, everybody seeing what you're doing. Everybody seeing you coming and going out. They see what kind of car you driving. You know, just being hella nosy, man. You know, that crab in the barrel effect, man. And it, what does that do? It turns people, makes people jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? Now they plotting on you. You know, that's all Jake does, man. But this is what Babylon, the spirit of Babylon puts upon you, man. To plot on your own brother. But yeah, they're here with that sort of destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? They still want to get paid. They want to have money. I guess money will help with some of them pains and ailments on the part of their body, man. You know, like, whatever the devil blesses them with, you know. But yeah, this is, you know, because our people, you know, they love it here in Babylon, man. You know, Esau could kick their ass good. But as long as they get paid for it and they're okay, they're cool with it, man. You know? Proverbs, this is Proverbs 4:14 I'm going to start at. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. You know, you're sitting here begging the government for compensation for some wickedness that he did, and all of that, the devil tried to lie about this shit. You best believe if it wasn't for his own kind putting it on the news, just pushing it on the internet, then he could have continuously denied this stuff, man. You know, that he does that, man. He'll continuously deny the bullshit that he's done, man. You know, and have lawyers to back him up. Proverbs 4:15, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So these devils ain't getting no sleep until they do some mischief, man. Until they go experiment or do some type of wicked thing to us, man. And speaking to you Israelites, man, because you're the main ones he experiments on, man. You know, because he knows that his bodies can't take what we can take, man. This devil, since through the wars, they would keep our heads and chop off our heads and check out our pineal gland. You know, they would cut off our rods and stuff just to keep them as trophies, man. We're speaking about a wicked, sick man here, the wicked man. You know, that the Bible speaks about. Proverbs 4:17. For to eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is darkness. They know not at what they stumble, man. You know, and they know not because once again they're poison. They always want to poison us in these different cities and do these different things. But what happens when they drink the water? Their own people drink the water. You know, think about what happened in Flint, Michigan, when they poisoned the water on purpose because they didn't want to give the water to Detroit, so they gave it to Flint, Michigan. Well, it's white people that live in Flint, Michigan too. It's white people that live all up and down through that area. So they got to taste the water. But because it's the poor white people. Oh, okay, that's what it is. So yeah, this devil even will try to kill his own. You know, he'll try to kill his own people. So what the hell do you think he'll do to you? With your black ass? Your Latino ass? Your Native American ass, you know? Man, at the end of the day, let me bring this up. This is Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Once again, he in this day and age that we're living in right now, we have something called the internet. And the internet has damn near records of everything that's happening for the existence of human beings. You could damn near say, man, because you could just all you gotta do is put a keyword in and search it, and it'll bring all the information it has out for it. And it's getting more and more broad as far as information being brought into it, man. And how do we know this? Because a lot of these things that Esau has done is being revealed to us, man. You know? Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Let me drop down. I'm going to go to verse Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Man, that's coming very soon, man. You know? But once again, the scriptures even know about the violence, man, that this devil's done to us, man. You know? The scriptures speak about that, man. So, the Lord sees what this devil's doing. You know, even though he tries to hide it, he tries to cover it up. Like right now, what Donald Trump is doing, you know, he wants to, they call it critical race thinking. They want to cover all the things that they've done in history to us and candy coat it. You know, they want to call slavery, instead of making it bad, make it seem like it was just a business deal that they did. You know, and it was for a short time. We just need to borrow this group of people for a short time, make them build our country, and then they'll live here. You know, we'll try to get rid of them somehow, some way, but they'll be here. You know, that's the way he thinks, man. He's a violent, vile man. Speaking about Esau, man, and here it is, our people who got poisoned by him. You know, during this Cold War, he didn't experiment on his own, but in all actuality, because once again, when you live in America, you know, and Esau does these things, you know, where he tries to poison us off, he also, in all actuality, it hurts him in his country too, in himself, you know. This is Romans 12 and this is Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, Vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord, man. So, we just pray to the Lord for these things. We're not gonna lead towards Esau and his gifts, because the scriptures speak about how the gift ruins the heart. The gift makes you weak. The gift makes you subservient to the ruler. So we're not dealing with none of that stuff, man. There's nothing that Esau can do for us. Right now we're waiting on the Lord to come back and put everything in order, and then Esau is going to have a lot of work, because he's going to have to build up the kingdom to come, man. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.